Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Honeycomb Manila. If you are enjoying our content, please do hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. I hear from my daughters that you're supposed to say smash when you're talking about like buttons. Do leave a comment if you have any questions and follow along on Instagram. I am at KO Kosha on Instagram. Follow at Honeycomb Manila on Instagram and at Daily Drink Mag, which is our blog where it's dailydrinkmag.com. We cover all of the coffee and the drinks, cocktails, beer, you name it. If it is a drink or a libation, we are doing coverage for that on dailydrinkmag.com. Follow along there. And today we are opening up something for Daily Drink Mag, which is this box we picked up over the weekend at El Capitan in San Juan. Where they're the distributors of Loveramics in the Philippines, the official distributors. We've seen these drippers on Instagram and online before, but this is something now that you can only get from official distributors. This is a limited edition dripper set made by Loveramics. Only 48 to each distributor. So imagine if you're in a country like Australia. I don't know how many distributors there are there, but let's say that if there was only one or maybe two, then your odds of getting one of these is very difficult because there are only 48 per distributor. So we're very lucky to be able to get our hands on one. I actually purchased this week. On the top, you see it says Loveramics Brewers Coffee Dripper Set, material porcelain, stainless steel, borosilicate glass. The genesis for Loveramics Brewer Drippers was to give you complete control of the brewing process like never before. And then over here you have some nice illustrations of what's inside the different brewers. There's a support ring and then a carafe. On the bottom it says Loveramics, www.loveramics.com, and then over here you have a little picture and it says features 3 textures to experience 3 different brews and bodies of coffee. Dripper works ideally with most 02 drip papers. Elegant presentation of your coffee with the dripper stand and glass jug. 500 ml for the glass jug. Microwave safe, dishwasher safe. Do not microwave the dripper stand, which Mama always said, don't microwave metal. So, all right, so let's open it up. There we go. We've seen these drippers in the past in a different colorway, which is the standard colorway that they release in, which it starts from like a white down to like a jade color. So it's 3 colors of green, but it starts with white. In this case, it goes in reverse. You have kind of this, instead of being on the green side, this is on the pink side. You have this kind of raspberry color for the smooth, and then the strong one has actually a lighter color. So instead of using the colors to signify intensity, it just has kind of like the feeling of the color. All right, let's pull it out. First, you have the jug. The jug is a 500 ml borosilicate glass jug. A nice shape and a nice thickness. It's very thick. And the thing I like about this jug versus the other Loveramics jugs is that it's graduating, to get smaller at the top, which means that you can use this with other drippers like the Origami or the V60 because the circumference of this top lip is a good one. The borosilicate glass is very thick, which is unusual for a dripper. If you compare it to like the Calito drippers, they're much thinner, or the Hario drippers, and this is some real heavy duty stuff. So that is the carafe. I believe they call it the borosilicate glass jug. Extra clarity for you to view the coffee hues. Decant up to 2 cups of coffee. Borosilicate glass withstands sharp temperature change. Works with tea warmer. All right, and then here you have the dripper stand. This is silicone edge steel to secure the dripper, so the dripper sits in there, elegant presentation of your coffee works well with other drippers as well. So, basically they're saying you can stick your origami in here. Now, I do think that the other versions of this are less red, and this limited edition one is slightly more red as opposed to like a brass. So I think this one is like a copper color, and those other ones are brass, or maybe you could even call this rose gold. So that goes there. And then you come to the drippers themselves, the stars of the show. First you have the mellow dripper for mellow flavors, and then you have the smooth dripper for smoother flavors, and then finally you have the strong dripper for more intense flavors. But yeah, there you have it. These are the 3 limited edition coffee drippers from Loveramics, a company that we've known of for a long time in cafe grade ceramics. And that's one of the cool things about this, is that even if you bought these one by one, this complete set I believe was $4,900. But even if you bought the pieces one by one, I think this is $1,200, and then each of these is only 999 pesos, including the jug. So it's a little bit cheaper to buy them as a set, and by about 200 pesos or about $4 to $5 cheaper, but you also get access to this unique colorway. So the big question is, how do they taste? How do they brew? We're gonna take a break right now just to wash all of this stuff, and we'll see what they taste like. So I'll be back in a snap. All right, so we've moved stuff around. We've washed all of these drippers. It's the mellow, the smooth, and the strong. We've heated up water. Our water is at 90. This will be at 95 degrees when we brew. And then we have another pot boiling over there. What we're going to do now is we are going to brew with all 3 brewers and put the coffee into corresponding Loveramics mugs, which are also matched up. We also just picked those up. And then we're going to mix them up and see if we can tell the difference between the 3. Now, to get this done correctly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a short bloom consistent across all 3, and then I'm going to fill up all of the water immediately. Meaning, this is 15 grams of coffee. We're gonna do 30-gram bloom, just a pre-wetting stage, and then after 30 seconds, we're gonna go all the way up to 225 ml of water for all of the brews, just so that we're very consistent across all of them. And also, we want to give enough fluid inside of the brewer so that it can have some of its own effect instead of us kind of interfering in the brewing process. We'll see how well they flow on their own. Finally, we are using Origami. This is medium 4-cup filters. So Origami cup 4 filters. These are made in Japan, virgin pulp, and they're made by a company called Café, if you're familiar with them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop in the filter. We'll pre-rinse the filter right before we brew each cup, and let's make some coffee. Alright, so now we're back. We brewed all 3 coffees. One is the mellow, one is the smooth, and one is the strong. They are all exactly the same coffee. They are all exactly the same recipe. In fact, down to about 2 seconds difference. The one of the cups took 2 minutes and 57 seconds to brew, and both of the other cups took 2 minutes 59 seconds to brew. So our ratios and our brew method is pretty spot on. You can see that the patterns inside the cones of the coffee of the drippers are identical as well, more or less. Now I'm going to taste these coffees and see if I can determine that there is a difference between them. We are of course using the same coffee for all three. This is the Ethiopia Sidamo from the Good Cup, which is a medium roast coffee. All right, so let's dive right in and try to taste these coffees. I think they definitely taste different from one another. The question is, do they match the description that Loveramics says that they are? Strong, smooth, and mellow. According to Peter, he swapped these two cups, right? Which means that the middle cup stayed the same and these guys switched, okay? Now, I disagree with this. I think that these guys, I think that this one in the middle is definitely smooth. But there are other characteristics to it that are more than just smooth, right? The thing I completely disagree with is that this first one just has an intensity that I would describe as strong. And this is ultimately one of the biggest problems we have with coffee, is that people interpret the concept of strong coffee differently. And for me, that's intensity, right? Intensity and weight and body. And I found that I got the most of that in this one, which I believe is the mellow thing. You know, are the results the same across all coffees? I don't know. Maybe it's something unique to this coffee, that cup came out as what I would describe as strong. These other two, I would agree. Again, slightly interchangeable descriptors. So if I was going to name them something else instead of mellow, smooth, strong, I would say maybe sweet, balanced, and intense. Maybe. But the fruit characteristics, the flavor characteristics across the coffees are the same. It really is just the weight and the intensity that's changed among them. But those are our first thoughts and our first look at the Loveramics Dripper Set Special Edition. What do you think? Do you own this? Are you going to get a copy? Are you planning to get the? Are you planning to get all three, or you want to just get one? If you are just going to get one, I think my favorite would be this one. In terms of the coffee that came out of it, in terms of design, I like this one a lot, and I like the color. But if you do like these colors, you can only get them as a set. If you want individual ones, they come in like this white to green color. All right, so my name is Keo. Thank you so much for watching and going on this experiment with me. I wish you guys good luck. I wish you guys good health. I wish you great coffee. Peace.